tonic is law of effect. Now what you are doing? Now what you are doing? For learning, right, we will be having so many, what is that? We will have so many struggles will be there. Okay. For that, you have to be ready. So that is called law of readiness. A learner should be ready to learn something. Learner should be ready. That is the first point. Second point, uh, can you able to learn when you just attempt this one class? Can you able to learn only when you listen to this one single class? No, right? No, we can't, right? You have to do it regularly. That is called exercise. So we need to repeat that. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Okay. Have you seen Santanam's comedy? Practice makes a man perfect. Same thing. We have to repeat by means of practice. Okay. Then, what will be the effect? We need an effect, right? What is an effect? That you have to qualify your net examination. Qualify, net, set, or JRF. These are the point. For this only we do. So this is what law of E.L. Thorneke says about laws of learning. If I want to learn, I should be ready. I should do it again and again. Then that learning should have an effect. This is what proposed by E.L. Thorneke, the laws of learning he proposed. There are some additional theories, laws also there that we have to go more detail into it. Okay, this is the main important point. Next one. Next, I move to teacher-centered and learner-centered. I'll be quickly going. So, teacher-centered learning means what? Learner-centered learning means what? Teacher-centered means teacher will be the authority. There will be a conventional procedure of teaching students. Blackboards will be there, lectures will be there, slides will be there, PPT will be there, teacher will speak. Student will passively just like sit like this and they will sleep. Either they will sleep or they will just look at their phones, whatever they want, or physically present, mentally absent, all things will be happen, right? So the teacher only will speak there. Sometimes teacher will make an authority that to listen to them, but we don't know whether the student has received the knowledge or not. That is called teacher-centered learning and teaching. Right? It is traditional and conventional method. Teacher used to teach in blackboard or whiteboard or smartboard, but student will passively listening. That is the important point. Passively listening. What teacher will give the present the information. I think now it is not teacher-centered, right? Now you're also speaking. So you also ask questions to me. So I think it is not teacher-centered teaching. And this is a method called jug-mug method. One time we had a question from this. What is jug? What is mug? Jug means a big jug will be there, okay? Okay, so when I put in the mug, right, it will be just flowing into the another bowl, right? So this is called jug mug method, where the traditional method of teaching, jug mug method. And next, these are the important teacher-centered methods, mixer methods, and learner-centered methods. Very, very important. Quickly, I will say, just listen. Lecture means what? Students will listen, teacher only will talk. A lecture will be there. Team teaching means what? In colleges, we have some papers where two teachers will take one paper. Two teachers will take one paper. They will say 2 units you take, I will take 3 units. You finish first this topic, then I will take that topic because it will be a continuation. So that they will talk together for a single class and they come to the classrooms. Team teaching. Okay. And then TV video presentation. As I told you, TV will be just shows will be going on. Student will listen. I still remember one example for that one. And then next one, we have group discussion, seminar, panel discussion, brainstorming. Brainstorming, very, very, very important. This will apply maximum in terms of learner center for a small group. For a big group, it is not possible. For small group methods, right, where we can apply this brainstorming, it is said to be a learner-centered teaching method. Project work, it is a learner-centered teaching method. Teacher will allot a project to a group and they will ask them to do project work. Tutorials, this is also a learner-centered method. Case study, learner-centered method. Case study means a case will be given. Go and analyze and come and report to me. Case study. Role play means what? Street play, have you seen, right? Street play. For culturals and all, students will use to do street play. We used to say in street dramas will be done, right? That's we call street play, and stage shows. And they will call take a role and they will play. Am I right? Role plays. And then simulation. Simulation, and one more point. Street play will be applied for the areas of history, arts, literature. In all these areas, we apply the concept of role play. Simulation, we apply in the field of science. Am I right? Have you seen films like Kadalan and in some Vijaykanth films and all? They'll be showing a model. See, this is the model. He will come by this way. When he enters this way, the bomb will blast. The mall it will blast. Have you seen, right? Simulation. So those things will apply in concept of science. Science projects, have you seen? There's a lot of simulation we used to say. Demonstration. Demonstration, very interesting. I have learned is when I was small, 7th standard, my teacher taught me vernier caliper. How to use vernier caliper. Teacher will stand here, takes the vernier caliper, put the caliper inside that measuring area, right? She will say, see, this is how we have to take vernier caliper. We have to unscrew it. We have to place it here, and this is how we have to measure. This is what my teacher told me. This is called demonstration. Teacher will be there and she will be teaching the students. Demonstrate something, right? Very good. And see, this programmed instruction, giving the manuals to the students and asking them to do after this programmed instruction, computer assistant learning that we used to do in online courses and all, right? After this quiz, we have to move to this assignment like that. All these things are called learner-centered strategy. Am I clear, learners? So here in some cases we have learner and also teacher will be there. See, demonstrated sometimes comes under teacher centric, because teacher used to stand and demonstrate things to the students. And these are all we call learner centered strategies. Just think of how we learn things. You can easily able to understand. These are the modern methods of teaching learning. Blended learning, classroom, online. In during not to Corona period, this has been now doing in corporates. Corporates now doing blended working. They are doing blended working. 4 days they will work at office, 3 days they will work at online. Am I right? So that is called blended working. Here blended learning means classroom learning will be there and few days online learning will be there. That's called blended learning. And next one we have traditional classroom and flipped classroom. Okay, traditional classroom, see here, see the diagram difference, okay. Teacher used to teach. Stand there, see this is the question. You have to read this. Come on, by God, teacher used to say. Flipped classroom, teacher will make the student to sit like this. Huh? And the teacher will come around of what each students are doing. Like that, oh, okay, we are doing this, doing this, doing this. It's called flipped classroom. Am I clear? Flipped classroom. So this is traditional classroom and a flipped classroom. Then we have another methods of teaching called cooperative teaching and collaborative teaching. You can ask me, ma'am, what is collaborative? Both look similar, no, ma'am. What is the difference between them? Cooperative means what? Cooperative teaching means what? Cooperate and collaborate. I have a group of, okay, in my classroom, that I have made my classes into groups. I have made my classes into groups. In that one okay, I have made my class into groups. And in each group, right, there is one student who is not that much good. But I want that boy also to do something. So I put that one student who is weak at that group and ask them to give an assignment. So as a group, they will submit a task. They will do a task. So what will happen? This boy, and this boy. This one boy is not good. So this boy also will try to learn from them, or they will teach something. So to give the task completely. So what will happen? Each one inside the group, they will make the other to work. So each one try to talk to each other, and they will be doing a group discussion into them, and they will try to give their best to the team. So interpersonal skills will be there. They will learn something out of it. So the task will be done. So that's called cooperative. Even though one boy is not good, they cooperate each other to do a task. That is cooperative. Collaborative teaching means what? I'll be here, my partner will be there. Equally, we will contribute something towards that thing. It's called collaborate. I collaborate. I share my knowledge, you share my knowledge. We both will contribute towards the progress of this platform. You understand? So I contribute my expertise. Another person will share their expertise so that they can do well. That's collaboration. You understand? This is cooperative method of teaching and collaborative method of teaching. Am I clear? Right. So these are another important is comes evaluation. I have to move quick because it is already 6:10. So evaluation, we have placement, formative, diagnostic, summative. Norm, quickly I'll take. Listen. Be an English student. First year, he wants to move into it. We have to check whether he is eligible to do BA English literature or not. Entrance exams, like, okay. That is placement. Okay, that student is eligible. She's got a seat. She's coming into the campus. Started the first semester. Started doing. Basic things will happen. Okay. Formative evaluation, what they will do, unit test will be given in that semester. Okay, unit test, the marks will be taken down. That is formative assessment. But when I look at that formative assessment, somewhere it may go down, mark may go down. I see, okay, something is problem. Student, what's your problem? Come on, tell me. I will clarify your doubt. He or she will tell, no, this is my problem. I can't understand. Please kindly coach me. Okay, I'll give you some remedial classes. Come on, let's learn. That is called diagnostic learning. And next comes summative. So after understanding the problem, something has been done to the child. So the child start learning well. At the end, we have the semester, and her skill will be assessed in the semester exam at the summative. Clear? So this will be on the entry stage, during the instruction, at the end of the instruction. Am I clear? Next, we slowly move to the reference. Norm reference. NTA exam. What NTAs are doing here? At the beginning, the HOD madam was telling that 11 lakh students appear for exam. Register for exam, but 7 lakh students appear for the exam. And out of the 7 lakhs, only 40,000 students get eligible for the exam. What is this 40,000 students? This is nothing but the top 6%. Top 6%. Even though you cut off your slab, right, for above 40, 100, and you get 80 above for general category. I'm saying 80 above to 200, paper 1 and paper 2. Even though I get above 40, even though I get above 80, I should come to the top 6% of the particular paper. Only then I'll be selected. So how the top 6% will be evaluated? It based on what other person has got, right? So that is called norm reference. Criterion reference means you can take IELTS exam, you can take TOEFL exam, you can take our typewriting exam. You can be anyone. You can be anyone. But you have to take score 7 out of 9 band, then only you can admit it to that university in TOEFL and IELTS and all, right? In typewriting, you can be anyone. Only when you type 60 words per minute, you have to type some number of words, right? Only when you complete that number of words, then only you will be eligible as an upper or lower. So already we have a predefined standard, and then only it has been happening. That is called a criterion reference. Am I clear? And then aptitude test. Corporates have the aptitude test. Achievement test. What kind of thing? Like similar to summative. Proficiency. Are you proficient in mathematics? Are you proficient in English? Proficiency test. So these are the important types of evaluation. Apart from that, we have portfolio, ipsative, authentic, pure. These are the other assessments that we have. Sure, Aarti, I will share you. Yeah, I'll share you. Oh, all are taking. You can post your questions in the chat box. Yes, this is what I'm asking from a long time, but no one is asking. Feel free to ask me questions. I will share you. Okay. Portfolio means what? Portfolio means what in a particular field, what you have done so far. That will be assessed. Portfolio. Ipsative assessment. Test 1, test 2. First test I have scored 8. Second score I have scored 10. What is my... Oh, I have got 2 marks more. Very good, super. Ipsative assessment. Authentic assessment. Whatever learned in the college, can I able to apply in real life? Authentic assessment. Peer assessment. We have done in our schools. Teacher used to ask the students to exchange the notebooks, right? Peer assessment. Rubrics. This time we have got in the NET examination. Rubrics we have got this time. Rubrics means assessment will be done. When you go for a competition and all, right, the judges will be given a list where based on some standard criteria, criteria 1, criteria 2, criteria 3, criteria 4, they have to be evaluated. Rubrics. Am I clear? So these are the assessments that we do. Then next comes Swayam, and this is Swayam Prabha. Swayam means it's a MOOC course. I don't want to go more detail into it. It will take time. MOOC is about massive open online course where 24/7 we can learn online anytime, any place, anywhere. And it has 4 quadrants. It has a video, PDF, assessment will be there, discussion forum is there. And one more update. Before we have 9 coordinators who offer course. Now we have one more coordinator. That is called Institute of National Importance. NITs, IITs, ISC, IACRs, Nearly, I think 164 institutes are there. They come under the INS. They're almost institutes which give a very good reputation to our country. That all comes under INS. Okay, right. And we have Swayam Prabha. We have totally 280 channels. You can just check all the websites of this Swayam and Swayam Prabha. Learners, those who do all your self-learning for these kind of higher education based things like Swayam Prabha digital initiatives, we can just check their websites. We have totally 280 channels, out of which higher education has 40 channels. School education has 200 channels. And another one, we have competitive education, we have 40 channels. What is this message again? For this exam will be conducted, ma'am, for this. I can't understand Gayatri Devi. Yeah. And school, we have 200 and competitive, we have 40. Q, please, if you want, you can either unmute yourself and you can talk, or you can also put it in the chat box. And these are all the important topics of teaching aptitude learners. Kindly note it down. Very, very important topics that you have to learn. And now I slowly move to logical reasoning. What do you mean by logic? Logic means what? I don't want to go more deep, but I'll tell you how to study this topic. Logic means what? Logic. Okay. See here. This is my mobile phone now. I kept aside my table here near my system. Can you see my laptop? My phone here? See here my phone. I have kept a stand and I kept it here like this. Which one is balancing here, right? It should be able to withstand this weight. If it was not able to withstand this weight, means this phone will fall down. Am I right? This is a logic. If I keep say example, see here, I take another one. This is weightless. If I keep these as a balance for this mobile phone, what will happen? My phone will fall down. This is simple logic. That is what this whole topic talks about, logical reasoning. Logical reasoning. Here, one important thing that I want to share with all the learners is understand the syllabus of this topic, logical reasoning. Right. Understand the topic of logical reasoning. Here, you can divide the logical reasoning into two parts. One with Western logic, another one is with Indian logic. Okay. When you take Western logic, you have to be it is very easy actually. It is not very tough. Simple and easy. You have to be study about some Aristotle logic. Okay. You have to be clear with Aristotle logic here. And here we are going to study some kind of Sanskrit terms. Okay, many learners get scared of learning this Indian logic because we have some Sanskrit terms over here. But everyday life, we used to apply these concepts. That is what the thing here. When you want to learn Aristotle logic means there, you have to understand some terms like argument, proposition. These are all the terms, right? Ma'am, you can ask me, ma'am. These are all the terms that we use. These are basic terms of logic. With these terms only, we are able to understand what is the logic is, how to do it. And another one more. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hello. Okay. Another important topic under this one is called fallacy. Fallacy means what? Fallacy means what? Nothing but error. I told you, right? When I keep this as a balance and I do this, it is a fallacy. At home, have you seen? When you have child, they used to say, you go and ask them, why you do this mistake? Do you have sense? You should not use mobile phone when you are eating. Immediately your child will ask, Amma, what you are doing? You are also watching phone when you are eating. Am I right? So what my child do is, it's a fallacy. I am also doing a mistake. When I go and say her, she will say, you also doing mistake. Then why you are telling me? She used to say, right, it is a fallacy. It's an error where the statement does not have a logic inside that. Am I clear? Uh, if there are any married people in the group, if you go and ask your husband, you are making some very good fight, At one point of time, your husband may feel his argument was not strong. Your argument is very strong. Immediately, what he will do, he will attack you. How? Personally, he will attack you. Have you seen, right? Personally. Something he will say some of our personal thing and he will attack. Either he will talk about a family or something which is very personal to us. We will get angry. This topic will be left out. Am I right? So the husband make us to move out of the logic. So that is also a fallacy. These all things happen in our day-to-day life. He will say all these boys and girls are like this only watching mobile phone. Not all the boys are like. Few boys are like, girls are like that. Immediately we generalize things. That is a fallacy called hasty generalization. Am I clear? See, these are all the fallacies. Only problem is there be that the terms that we use. There will be some Latin terms will be there, and we have some kind of in Western we have Latin terms, and the terms will look hard. And here we'll be having the Sanskrit terms. If we able to differentiate things, it is nothing there. And another more important topics under this one is logically equivalent. For that only now I'm going to tell you what are all the important points you have to study. Logically equivalent, that four different propositions that we have to understand. In logic, it's actually very easy. Whatever you study here in terms of English, here you'll be studying in Sanskrit. That is what the things will be there. How we learn knowledge, how we gain knowledge. Okay, what will happen when I do mistake over there? What are the different philosophies are there? That will be there in the this Indian logic. If you understand the concept right here, then easily be able to. One simple thing is setting our mind, positive mindset, right? We can able to learn that mindset. We can apply all these things.